Hey guys, it's Blade HQ here. Coming today to do a knife review. I'm on Christmas break now, so I'll probably post a couple videos here in the next couple weeks. Today I decided to do a knife review on my Paramilitary 2. Had this knife for about 9 months, and for the money, I don't know that you can get a better folding pocket knife than this. And I'll get into that in a little bit about all the materials and all this stuff, but I'm just going to start off this video for the money. Don't know that you can buy a better pocket knife. I have not found a better pocket knife for the money. Excuse me. So we'll just go ahead and get into some specs of this knife. It is 8.28 inches when it's open, 3.44 inch blade, 3.08 inch cutting edge, so you lose about 0.36 inches with the finger choil, but that's not a big deal because a 3-inch cutting edge is still fantastic in my mind. The blade thickness is 0.14 inches, which is a nice thick blade stock. And the total weight on this is 3.77 ounces, which sounds kind of heavy, but it rides in my pocket perfectly. I forget that it's there. So, good weight, I think. The materials, it uses CPMS 30V steel, and this knife is made in Golden, Colorado, USA. So it's a USA-made knife, which is great. It has G10 scales with stainless steel liners on the inside that are milled out. It has a 4-way reversible pocket clip. So either side, up or down. I carry mine right side tip up. And let's see, the jimping on this guy is fantastic. You've got jimping up here on the on the thumb ramp and also on the finger choil, and that locks your hand in there. It is fantastic. If you guys have ever owned a Spyderco before, you know that the jimping on the thumb ramp, and if it's on the bottom too, their jimping is fantastic. So I love that about this knife. The spider hole on here is 14 millimeters, which is only 1 millimeter thicker, not thicker, but bigger in diameter than the Delica, but it makes it feel a lot bigger. So if you were using gloves or something like that with this knife, I don't think you'd have a problem opening it and using it. It's a fairly large hole, and I really like it. The lock on this is a compression lock. You can see it in there. You can see it engage. It is basically just a liner lock on the spine of the blade. And the one main advantage of that is that when you use a liner lock, when you close the knife, your hand is in the way of the blade closing. But with a compression lock, your hand is completely out of the way, and I can just disengage the lock, and the blade will fall, just completely fall, which is awesome. This blade is so smooth, and a lot of people have had problems with the lock being sticky, and that may be something that they have fixed now in the factories before they ship them out and stuff like that. Luckily for me, mine was not sticky at all. Mine is just perfect tension. The lock is, and I couldn't be happier with it. While we're on the lockup on this knife is absolutely perfect. There's no play, up or down, side to side. And I've had this thing for 9 months, and it is still rock solid, just perfect. Let's see. What else is there to talk about this knife? The lanyard hole. This has got a nice big lanyard hole, probably about 0.2 inches in diameter, I would say. And I'm fairly positive you could fit at least two pieces of paracord in there. I did have a lanyard on there at one point for a little bit, just to see if I liked it. I didn't really. But, everyone has their own thing. I didn't like it. But one thing that is a little bit odd about this knife is if you look at the specs, 3.44 inch blade and 8.28 inch overall length. So you have over, I'm just trying to do the math in my head real fast. I don't know what the numbers are, but you have a lot longer handle than you do blade, which, it doesn't look, it doesn't look funky or weird, I don't think, but maybe that's just because I'm used to it. But maybe to some people it does, because it just looks like the blade is a lot shorter than the handle. And it is. If you can see here, you have probably like at least 1/4 of an inch, probably more closer to 0.375 inches of unused handle there that they could have had blade. And I don't know why they didn't put any, didn't make the blade longer. but you know, whatever. It's still a fantastic knife. Let's go ahead and do a cut test. I just sharpened this knife today. Like I said, it uses SPM S30V steel, and I just sharpened it today. It takes a great, wicked awesome edge. And so I'll just do some cuts real fast. Oops. Tore at the end there. There you go, there's some paper in it. Let's see if it'll cut any hair on my arm. Oh yeah. You see all that hair? Yeah, this thing is wicked sharp now. Thanks to my Edge Pro clone. I've done a review on that. If you guys are interested in looking that up at all, that's a great clone sharpening system. Obviously it's not as good as the real thing, but that's great, and check it out. What else is there about this knife? It uses just a normal hourglass pocket clip, same as on the Delica, you know, just a normal clip. The knife will stick out about close to a ½ inch out of your pocket, which I don't mind. Some people do. Some people like knives to ride really low in the pocket, but I don't mind it at all. It gives you something to pull on when you want to pull your knife out. So let's see. For about 9 months I've had this knife, and you don't really see any wear on this. The G10 is still perfect. There's a little bit of like a shimmer right here. You probably can't see it on the G10, and that's from just where I had my pocket clip, because I did have it on the left side for a little while, switched it back over to the right, and I think just from the pocket clip just wearing a little bit on the G10, you can see just like a little bit of shimmer where it was. But other than that, the G10 looks flawless. There's some scratches on the blade a little bit, but you know, nothing huge, and nothing, you know, it's not a big deal at all. Not a big deal for me, because I like to use my knives. So, you know, to have a scratch on the blade, not a big deal at all for me. The blade is almost perfectly centered, I think. Just maybe a hair off, but you know, not a big deal. It's pretty close. The one thing I love about this knife, I don't think I said this before. Well, yeah, I did. It's about how, you know, smooth it is to open and close, and it really is. So that is one fantastic thing about a knife. You can flick it with your middle finger. You can use your thumb. Oops. You can do the reversed, the Spidey drop or whatever they call that. You can, you know, so many different ways to open this knife, and when you do open it, you can hear, and I'll show you, just listen to the lockup. Just a really loud and confident lockup you can hear when it opens, so that's really great. I think that's about it, guys. Like I said, this is a fantastic knife for the money. I don't know that you're going to find a better knife for about $120. I don't think you're going to find a better one. But let me know if you think you can find a knife that you think is better than this one for about the same price, or maybe if it's even cheaper and you think it's better. Go ahead and leave a comment. Subscribe and like the channel. Just like getting feedback from you guys on what I should do next. Different videos I should do. I'm going to be doing an EDC update video soon, and I will be doing that because I have something new in my EDC, and you might have seen it in this video, but I'm not going to point it out. But we'll see if you can figure it out, and I'll probably do that sometime in the next week. And I'll also probably do some other knife reviews during the time that I have on break now. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Like I said, again, thanks for watching, and subscribe and like. I'll see you later.